Just out on the River Ouse again for a quick session. It's my day off today, so not in as much of a hurry as normal. Just come out with one rod, fishing the Cheb Rig, the Strike King worms again. Just twitching them along the bottom. Been here about an hour. Missed a couple of bites. Just had another little tweak then. Just on about my third or fourth swim move. Didn't catch it on camera unfortunately, but I've got some footage of it on the bank. Just had a lovely £2.6. Gave a great account of itself. Nailed it right under my feet. Put up a good scrap. Yeah, lovely fat one, great condition. It's only about 8:30. So plenty of time to catch some more. Just had this absolute beauty on the Cheb Rig. Strike King worm in green pumpkin again. Absolutely love that worm. Look at that, took it right under my feet. £2.6. What a cracker. Awesome. Let's get another one. Didn't hold out much hope today. It's thick fog this morning, which is probably my least favourite conditions for going out any type of fishing really. So quite pleased to have had one. That's the result really. Let's a little move further down. Right, this is the setup we're using for this little session. Just like I normally do. Got my braided mainline to my fluorocarbon leader. 8 pound fluoro to a Strike King Cheb weight in 7 gram. That's just hooked on there, you see. This is what we started fishing with when I first got here this morning. It's this little Cheb setup. This is a Strike King worm. Finesse worm, pumpkin green, and I had a bite on that and then recast. I got snagged up unfortunately and lost it. That's when I decided to try, then thought I'd have a go on the funky worms, creature baits. On the green pumpkin ones, I had a go with them for about 10-15 minutes, tried them in green pumpkin and the candy floss. Didn't get any joy, so I went straight back onto the Strike King worm, and twice it had a go at it under my feet. I bumped something decent off, and then third time lucky, and I had that £2.6 that I showed you earlier. So it just goes to show on a different day. You know, the other day I caught loads on the funky worms, and today the only thing I've managed to have a couple of bites on is this. It's quite tough conditions in this fog. So, pleased to get one at least anyway. Just goes to show, it's worth a little change sometimes. Look at the way that just moves across the bottom. No wonder they nail that. Because it's floating, it sits up straight like that. Look at it, what could resist? I think we're going to make this the last cast. It's pretty cold this morning. This fog just isn't lifting. It's actually got worse. I think it must be about 9:30 by now. Been fishing for a couple of hours. Feel pretty lucky to have caught that good fish earlier. So I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead, I think. Maybe come out for an evening session when this fog's cleared. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. One last cast, like you do. after that last trip, the fog never did clear, so we've come out for a separate trip. And the river's totally different now, so we need a different set of tactics. The river's flooded, it's come right up. The water's absolutely chocolate. But we found a nice little backwater. When the main river floods, it pushes all the bait fish up into the backwater. There's a few slacks we can fish here. I'm going to drop shot some lobworms rather than lure fish. So I find when it's really coloured, it's best chance of getting a bite. We're only here for an hour probably before going to work again, so you know, I think like the lobworm drop shot is the best chance of getting us a bite. Right, let's give it a go. Got a nice juicy lobworm on there. Just dangling it close in to start with, see if anything's close in. Very comfortable. It's like a jungle. Gonna move it higher off the bottom just to work these. Just unclip it out of the way. You just unclip it out of the clip. You can set your depth how far your worm's off the bottom. So I'm just going to go for about a foot off the bottom now. I was about 6 inches. Try that. O'clock, we're running out of time. We still have 3 bites here. Got to catch one by the 8th time.
Let's get a wriggle on then.
Or we vaporise. Missed a few bites just out here. I've just taken the whole worm off, put half on and see if that makes a difference.
Is that something you're having a go at it?
Happy about that. It's like the 4th worm it's nicked now. Gonna run out of lobs. As we all know, they're very, very expensive. That's been the culprit of stealing my worms. Look at that. My drop-shotted worm. In tough conditions this morning. Eventually got a small bird. Look how pale he is, so he's been in the coloured water. Pasty pale little thing. Right. See if we can get a big
One more.
Well, at least we didn't blank, did we? See, they totally change colour once the water goes coloured. Lovely. What could resist? They've been nicking the whole one, so a little half one is probably better at getting a bite when its conditions are really hard at the moment. Sort of line goes slack, don't we? It's not really what we're after, is it? But still a bit of fun. Getting the hang of it now. Got to really pay attention to see the bites drop shot. Sometimes just keep tight to the bait and you'll just see it all full slack. That's when you've got to strike. As the fish has just picked up the worm and come towards you. It's a great method for just keeping the worm close to the bottom, just twitching it along. That's the smallest one yet, isn't it?
Yeah. He was giving me a great little nibble.
Oh. Well, that is not conducive to good action.
No, you're not going to catch much on that, are you?
No worm. That is very bad. Oh no, who's been releasing my worms into the wild? That was Bigfoot who trod on it earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Great big size 11 smashed my worm pot.
Juicy.
Getting low on worms. Could always get Paul to pop down some more worms. You won't mind. You'd be well up for that. We're going to have to make this probably the last cast. I think I said the last cast about 10 minutes ago, because we're going to be late for work. It is very addictive, this, because you keep getting little bites and missing them, so you just think, oh, I'll just have another go, and another go, and another go, and another go. Before you know it, you've been here about 4 hours.
Oh, hello.
This might be our last fish, unfortunately, because we really are going to have to go. That is fish number 4, and they've all been tiny, unfortunately. No monsters this time. But at least we've caught a few. The only thing we haven't tried is live baiting, so that we might have to do some of that soon. But yeah, I think we'll go back to work, Adam, don't you?
I think so.
Unfortunately, as much as I hate it. Well, I don't hate it. I love work, but I'd rather be fishing.
We'll come back another day.
Yeah.